And coming to you today from...
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there at Porter. Jokic is out there with Austin Rivers. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. Now here's Gordon. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Covington trying to break free. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
There's the pass to Porter. Left side, Gordon.
Boy, you look at Covington on defense. His wingspan and speed make him hard to get around.
And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
Passes it to Jokic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
And so here's Denver. After the miss from Damian Lillard, Jokic passes to Porter. And stolen by Lillard.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
Pass to Jokic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. McCollum outside. Pass to Nurkic to the middle. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Nurkic. Lillard's got his second bucket of the night. The pass to Millsap. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop. Oh, that was terrific.
And that's like taking candy from a baby. When Lillard gets his hands on the ball with open court in front of him, he's going all the way.
Morris into the lane. McGee lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Morris against Lillard. Here's McGee. Morris kicks to Harrison. Clock at 6. Here's McGee. Takes the 3. The shot by Harrison, no good. Trailblazers leading by 4. Powell, no one around him. No good on the 3. The Nuggets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Harrison. Here's Green. McGee in the corner. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Here's Lillard, and he lays it straight in. Lillard's got 10.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Morris looking over the floor. Here's McGee, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And the basket by Lillard.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Morris with the ball. The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Lillard. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 15.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers bringing the quarter to a close. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Selfless. I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Portland.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy basketball.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Nikola Jokic.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
And so here's Denver. Portland making their last shot. Campazzo off target from three-point range. Anthony against Gordon. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jones against Rivers. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Trailblazers leading by 8. Jones, the pass to McCollum. Over Porter. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Kicks to Rivers. Outside Porter. Back to Rivers. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor, the pass to McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Rivers. And Portland has possession. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Wide open look. Again, the Trailblazers score. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instinct. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after Enes Kanter's basket. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Millsap in the corner. And another miss by Denver. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 13-5 run here. It's stolen by Green. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Morris. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 15. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his first 2 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And a deep three from Lillard. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets trail by 13. Morris finds Millsap. Down low. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
4 seconds left. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And so that's the end of the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Jump. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 17 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. And that's...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. Passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Quick reaction that time by Jokic. Very impressive. Good at rolling to the right spot after setting the screen and doing it quickly.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And finished off by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Now here's Lillard. 17 points in the game. Nurkic in the post. Defended by Gordon. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Jokic. And it's Portland with the rebound. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Stolen by Rivers. Gordon dishes to Porter. inside. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Gordon.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Pass to Nurkic. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Back to McCollum. Takes a 3. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Rivers finds Gordon. Finished off the break. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Robert Covington. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Derek Jones comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now here is McGee. That one's not going to go. Good D by Jones. There's Hollis-Jefferson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Stolen away. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets trail by 14. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season, the Blazers were beset by injuries, and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Millsap unable to get that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Simon. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis-Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Now, here is Morris. He has 6, and the shot goes in. Morris has got 8 points. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. It's a 16-point game. To the inside. Shot's good by Anthony.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Simons, the pass to Cantor.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Portland, they had gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Campazzo. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with an 18. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. McCollum passes to Lillard. The 17-footer. Good on the jump shot. Lillard's got 21 in the game. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And a deep three from Lillard. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. The Nuggets trail by 18. The pass to Jokic. Now here's Rivers. Back to Jokic. He kicks to Rivers. Clock is at 3. Over McCollum. Rivers can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And here's McCollum for 3. Portland again missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And stolen by Lillard. Lets it go from deep. McCollum no good.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Rivers finds Porter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
And Porter drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Lillard surveying the D. Portland no good that time either.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Now, here's Jokic. Bucket is good.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Lillard outside. Kicks it to Nurkic. Here's Anthony. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And the shot is good.
Tell you what, with Jokic, you've got to foul him hard.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lillard.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And the basket is good.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Now, here's Lillard.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Here's Jokic, and again it's Denver.
Boy, it's a joy to see Jokic get the hot hand. A very efficient, multi-talented scorer, knows how to dial it up a notch when he needs to.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer, Lillard. Offensive rebound. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Here's Rivers, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
The free throw drops for Rivers. Here's Simons. Shot from the wing. Off on that one. So the Trailblazers win it. Probably. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final. Now it's ended up.
Hey, Kevin, the Mets.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair. Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3 set. And for the Mavericks, they've got Richardson. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And Doncic gets it to go. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here are the Mavericks now. Lets the 3 fly. Portland grabs the miss. McCollum kicks to Covington. Back to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Lillard. No good there. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Richardson. Rebound by Nurkic.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
The 3 from McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. No good with the triple. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Out to Doncic. Now the pass to Marjanovic. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Dallas with the ball. Doncic kicks to Richardson. In the corner, Marjanovic with it. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that possession.
Nurkic finds McCollum. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard attacking. And it's Covington atop the key. Lillard against Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter is checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. And here we go. A nice shot by Simons.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Credit comes in for Luka Doncic. Powell against Anthony. Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Wow, at 7 feet tall, Cauley Stein is a major threat to throw it down. If he gets the ball close to the rim, the D is pretty much toast.
Here's Simons. Jones kicks to Lillard. Back to Jones. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Lillard, bounce pass. Anthony dishes to Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lillard. A second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
Now, pressure doesn't get to Lillard. In fact, I mean, you could argue these situations bring out the best of him.
Pass to Reddick. Back to Cauley Stein. Pass to Brunson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Simons. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So at the end of one quarter of play. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when
I know that when the main guy,
like he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell is out there with Willie Cauley Stein. Then there's Trey Burke. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. Just 2 to shoot.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Trailing by 4. Pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. Dishes to Powell. Kicks it out to Jones. Simons, the pass to Anthony. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Outside Hardaway. The feed to Cauley Stein. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Nobody near Lillard. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 5.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Powell against Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Trailblazers trail by 6. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking. Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Coley Stein comes in for Marjanovic. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's McCollum. No points in the game yet for him. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Kanter's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The 10-footer. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here's McCollum. And the pass to Simons. Anthony up on top. Guarded by Porzingis. McCollum outside. A three-pointer, no good. Dallas leading by 4. Doncic outside. To the paint. Porzingis against Kanter. Doncic outside. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Back to Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hardaway has got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And so it's Dallas. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that does it for our
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Home in the paint. Now here's McCollum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's good, 2 points.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter, even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that 2-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Here's McCollum. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. McCollum passes to Lillard. Nurkic against Marjanovic. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Lillard dishes to McCollum, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Trey Burke's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And Portland with a change here, too. Jones is checked in. Redick passes to Brunson. Tipped away. Passes to Marjanovic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. 9-point game. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Burke, the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Dallas leading by 8. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now here's Burke, guarded by Powell. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Pass to Powell. There's the 3. Lillard fires away from way outside. Portland with a new 14 from downtown. No good on that one. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Redick for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard looking around. Puts it up from 15. Here's Jones. Nurkic finds Powell. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Mavericks shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Here's Marjanovic, and good that time. Marjanovic has got his second bucket. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Burke. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
So it's Portland now. The Mavericks making the shot. And it's Lillard again missing.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Brunson. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut back down to 14 after they get the hoop from Damian Lillard.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it. It's opened things up.
And so it's the depth. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Burke in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Hollis Jefferson finds Canner. Now here's McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Trailblazers. Mavericks leading by 11. Pass to Powell. Now Cauley Stein. And there's the pass to Brunson. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. Richardson, he's checked in for Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. It's good.
With a quick, accurate release, McCollum thrives on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Now, here's Doncic. Back to Richardson.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn.
McCollum passes to Hollis Jefferson. Out to Anthony. He shoots again. That one, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. At one point, they led by 16. To the right side. Dallas moving it around. Kicks it out to Richardson. Kept alive. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Anthony against Doncic. Richardson up top. Pass to Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. And the Mavericks lead by 11. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. McCollum fires from way outside. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
McCollum dishes to Cantor. Hollis Jefferson passes to Cantor. Nice D from Porzingis.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Porzingis kicking it over. It's Richardson on the wing. The pass to Finney-Smith. Down low. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. It's blocked.
There's an intensity to Richardson's defense. He puts full effort into it. Loves being that thorn in the side.
Shot from free throw range. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Luka Doncic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Nicole O'Malley comes in for Porzingis. Trey Burke's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Brunson, no good. Last break, here come the Trailblazers. Anthony leading the charge. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Anthony kicks to Lillard. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. Brunson the pass to Burke. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Passes it to Finney-Smith. And here's Brunson. And again, unable to change momentum here. Over to the left wing. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Offensive rebound. A three from McCollum. Nails the tray.
And McCullough is a lethal scorer, especially when the game is on the line. Love how under control.
So we see the Mavericks. Thank you, David. Great.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team.
Here we go.
Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Porzingis, Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter, and it's Harrison in at the 2. There's the pass to Porter. It's blocked. Goes back up. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Now, here's Richardson. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Now, here's Marjanovic. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And they double up Gordon. Pass to Harrison. Deflects the pass. Fast break Dallas. Goes up. So it's Richardson with the jam.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside Gordon. Passes it to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades back. Here's Porter. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Outside Porter. Denver passing it around. Back to Harrison. Pass to Jokic. To halt the run. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play. And stolen by Gordon. Here's Harrison. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Outside Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
The pass to Millsap. Back to Morris. And stolen by Cauley Stein. To the middle. Here's Burke. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. They trail by 9 points. He kicks it to Millsap. Back to Morris. Inside. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Morris.
Well, Millsap, the go-to guy here. This offense has some sets where they like to get him the ball in some isolation. Good work on the inside that time.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Over Green. Hardaway, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Cauley Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Harrison after the basket by Willie Cauley Stein. Green, the pass to Millsap. Reverses. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And here is Powell. Just 5 on the clock. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 7.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks leading by 7. Powell in the high post. He's against Green. Hardaway dishes to Cauley Stein. Out to Hardaway. Over Rivers, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. has some nights where it just looks effortless for him to get out and get 20 points. It's nice when he rebounds and passes in those games as well, showing complete game.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Dwight Powell. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Harrison. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Doncic against Porter. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Nice D from Porter. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Gordon. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. Back to Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
Gordon up on top. Pass to Jokic. Count that one. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Doncic against Porter. Passes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the center.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
.58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Gordon. Campazzo. They grab their own miss. And there it is for him. He's got 9.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6. We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Pass to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. And there's Richardson on the assist by Porzingis. Richardson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Hardaway. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And the first half. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a 9-point lead. And,
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then it's Green, and it's McGee in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Rivers with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And McGee kicks to Rivers. Back to McGee. Out to Morris. Clock at 4. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Now Morris. And there's the pass to Millsap. Kicks it to Green. Stolen by Brunson. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Here's Morris. Pass to Millsap. Over Cauley Stein. Millsap misses. Mavericks leading by 15. Burke dishes to Powell. Puts one up from 19. Morris with the rebound. The Nuggets shooting about 42% so far. Bobbed up there for Green.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Inside, here's Powell. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Powell's got his first points in this one. The Nuggets trail by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the middle. Here's McGee. Drops in the layup for two.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Runs in the pass to Doncic. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Rivers passes to McGee. Over Cauley Stein. Millsap trying to get open. Almost, but it rolls out. Mavericks leading by 15. Passes it to Powell. He kicks it to Burke. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. A shot off that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Powell against Millsap. And the layup's good off the glass. Millsap's got 6.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Burke. Here's Jokic following the score by Dallas. Campazzo. Jokic passes to Gordon. Second chance shot. Good. He hits the jump shot.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Porzingis. And here is Doncic. He's got 12. Off target with his 3. And a wide open look for Porter. Porzingis with the rebound.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And so it's Dallas looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Richardson. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Richardson. And it's Denver with the rebound. Campazzo covered by Redick. The kick out to Porter. Harrison passes to Porter. Jokic against Marjanovic. Back to Porter. 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Redick. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Shoots from the elbow. The Mavericks rebound. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. And the pass to Richardson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Doncic, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Jokic. Gordon inside. He's against Porzingis. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Now here's Doncic. Passes it to Marjanovic. To the paint, Porzingis kicks to Marjanovic. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. And it's Denver with the rebound. They're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
I think it's be a mistake to let the shot clock in under 10 seconds from here on out.
Back to Jokic. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Morris passes to Jokic. And that one, good.
Not going to intimidate Jokic at that range. His focus tonight, razor sharp.
Mavericks leading by 11. Doncic with it. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now, here's Jokic.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Porzingis finds Marjanovic. Out to Hardaway. Lets it go with a three. Good on the three-point shot.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Clock at 2. Shoots from the line, and it's Dallas with another.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Floats it up for Millsap. Doncic with the steal. Richardson outside. Ripped away. Here's Morris. Good. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. And David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
Here we go. And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for Denver, Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's JaMychal Green. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. So it's Portland now. The Nuggets getting the bucket.
Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
The drive by Green down low. The shot that time not on target. Now Portland takes it the other way. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, here's Lillard. T right on him.
Commendable effort that time by Gordon on the defensive end. Really makes the extra effort to get to the shot.
For Portland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And the dunk by Powell.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
At the elbow, Jokic. Good on the shot. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here's Powell following the basket by Jokic. The shot by Lillard wide open. Hits the three-point bomb.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Pass to Jokic. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. They get the rebound. They kick it out to Green. Back to Jokic. Goes back up. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Lillard from outside. Jokic grabs the miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Floats it up for Jokic, and no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Jokic. Kicks it to Gordon. Back to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And, you know, Gordon's so crafty and full of tricks that he keeps the defense guessing.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Anthony kicks to Hollis Jefferson. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Boy, you like the aggressiveness from Hollis Jefferson, going right at him.
And here is Morris. Inside, here's Porter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to McGee. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Simons. And that one, good.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Morris. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
We've got Gordon. He's out there with Jokic. JaMychal Green is out there with Rivers. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Cantor.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Oh, what a finish! Good.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor and then instant in finishing on the break.
To the paint. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Cullen passes to Lillard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of it.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Powell. Covington finds Powell. Portland moving the ball around. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For the Nuggets, JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Monte Morris subbed in for Austin Rivers. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. The pass to Porter. Millsap with it. Back to Porter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
Here's Lillard. And it's sent back by Millsap. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. Jones checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Harrison kicks to McGee. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Fades away. The kick out to Porter. Cantor against McGee. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
And Porter drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Covington finds Lillard. With some arc, he takes it up and lays it in. Lillard's got 9.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
And so it's the Denver.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola? Jamal Murray said. And that.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle. Jokic against Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. A reverse. 2 points. That one goes. Gordon's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Kicks it out to McCollum. And it's off from three-point range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Clearly out of sync to begin this half, 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Here's Lillard. He's got 9. Anthony trying to get open. And the basket by Lillard.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Gordon dishes to Green. Gordon inside. Anthony on him. Excellent D there from Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing. Jokic defending. McCollum kicks to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the basket by McCollum.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Rivers gets a wide open look. And another miss by Denver. Trailblazers trail by 5. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Gordon with it. Now defended by McCollum. Here's Jokic. Here's Gordon. Pass to Rivers. He kicks it to Green. They shoot again. Over to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. McCollum, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
The Nuggets leading by 7. A minute 42 left in the third. Morris finds Porter. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Morris passes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. 51 seconds left to play in the third. McGee up top. He's got 8. Trailblazers trail by 7. Anthony kicks to Hollis Jefferson. The 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. McGee the pass to Porter. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Anthony, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Cantor. Good work defensively by Milson. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Harrison out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. Stolen by Cantor. To the middle. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And Portland making a change here. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Jones checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Covington with the steal. And now Jones.
Man, I like the activity of Covington's hands. He's constantly active, which is why he's able to get these steals.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Green up on top. Guarded by Powell. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Denver making a switch here. Morris is checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Jones.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Morris dishes to Gordon. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball.
And you talk about clutch plays. I mean, defensively and offensively. And we saw it right there.
Now, here is Morris. Green left side. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic in the post, guarded by Green. Back to Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum outside to take the lead. The offensive rebound.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Morris against Lillard, and Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Jones comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for McCollum. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And that one drops.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Morris against Lillard. The dish to Cantor. Back to Lillard. Pass to Simons. For 3. Drops in the tray. Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Morris passes to Jokic. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Lillard attacking. The dish now to Cantor. Back to Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Simons. Lillard attacking.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Here's of Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now Jokic, and now here comes Gordon leading the break. Rebounded by Covington. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now the pass to Rivers. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And Lillard gets to Nurkic. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Denver calls timeout. They're behind by one. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Millsap with the steal.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
Denver calls timeout. Guys, what's your take?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
Shot is good. But, it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. Well, they are going to replay right now to make sure he did not release it in time as the officials... rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Clock at 6. And here's McCollum for 3. And that one is off. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now, here's Lillard. Powell finds Lillard. And the pass to Covington. A 3 from McCollum. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Covington's a guy that has a team-first mentality, so if he sees an open teammate, I promise he'll deliver.
Doncic looking it over. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Misses the 3. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Lillard against Doncic. And the basket by Lillard.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And boy, he can strike at any time.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. It's not going to go for him. And it's Portland the other way. Kicks it out to Lillard. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime. Right now, trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Puts up a 3. Nurkic finds Covington. McCollum outside, trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. McCollum passes to Lillard. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for Dallas, Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 6.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
McCollum outside.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Back to Cauley-Stein. To the inside. Porzingis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Launches a 3. Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Simons. Another shot. Richardson against McCollum. Jones dishes to McCollum. Trailblazers keep it alive.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
One-on-one here. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Mavericks ahead, up 9. After this break, Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Now here's Redick. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Cullen passes to Simons. The 11-footer. Jones finds Anthony. And here's McCollum for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
He gets it in there. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Brunson kicks to Redick. From past the arc. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
What confidence from the grizzled veteran. Redick is as automatic as it gets from downtown.
Anthony, the pass to McCollum. From outside the arc. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Passes to Porzingis. 1:43 left in the first half of basketball. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. The shot from 20 feet away. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Brunson's got his first basket. Trailblazers trail by 16. It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Redick. And the shot goes in.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Now Brunson. The pass to Porzingis. To the middle. Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
And stolen by Redick. Hardaway against Anthony. Fires for three. Brunson, no good. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 16-point game. All three off the mark.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Porzingis. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
McCollum finds Anthony. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Here's Brunson. A dominating first half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. It was all about Dallas as the game got going. They showed great chemistry going. And that should...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got Damian Lillard. Robert Covington out there with Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Richardson with it. Inside. Powell, the pass to Marjanovic. Shoots over Covington. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Trailblazers trail by 16. The shot by Lillard. Wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 now.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Richardson dishes to Doncic. That one good for 2.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Lillard with it, and it's Richardson picking him up to the paint. Powell with the steal. Down low, here's Finney-Smith, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Powell pulls it in.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Doncic passes to Powell, and it's blocked. Lillard left side over Richardson, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter. Mavericks leading by 15.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end, and that to me was his best performance to date.
Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Knocked loose. Dallas needs to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Trailblazers. The Mavericks also with a sub. Burke, he's checked in for Marjanovic. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Portland moving the ball around. Portland again missing.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Shoots over Burke. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Powell with the steal. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. And Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Lillard outside. Now the dish to Nurkic. Lillard left side. Powell against Nurkic. Covington passes to Lillard. Shoots over Burke. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 17. To the paint. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. He's off on that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. To the inside. Covington. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Covington's got his first 2 points.
Really good job by Covington to get good position and finish.
Pass to Doncic. And they call the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And
it's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Marjanovic in at center. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
And here's McCollum. Pass to Jones. Lillard surveying the D. Jones dishes to Lillard. Cantor trying to free himself up. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Jones. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard with 3-point line.
And the basket by McCollum.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Redick is in the corner. Brunson with it. Now Anthony defending. The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good from outside. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up to the Portland Trail Blazers, trailing by 17.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Now here's Brunson. He dishes it to Hardaway. This one for three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, we know that Tim Hardaway Jr. can space the floor. You don't want to allow him to start cooking.
Lillard outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lillard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Brunson. They get it again.
The hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Trailblazers trail by 17. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard from outside. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Porzingis. Over Anthony. Not enough on that one as it misses. For Portland, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. Back to Cantor. Here's Lillard. Here's the three. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Trailblazers. Mavericks leading by 14. Now Brunson. .104 left in the fourth quarter. And the wing jumper offline.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Dallas.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Porzingis.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. McCollum finds Lillard from deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And the Mavericks with possession here. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Porzingis. And he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis of... Before...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's JaMychal Green, and it's Rivers, and for Dallas. They've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Campazzo, Jokic trying to free himself up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Got a piece of it. One-on-one fast break, and Doncic throws it down.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Outside, Green. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Here's Finney-Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays. I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And it's Doncic missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Richardson with it, picked up by Rivers. Porzingis inside. He's against Jokic. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. Pass to Marjanovic. And he makes good on the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Passes it to Millsap. Campazzo, headed by Porzingis. Millsap dishes to Rivers. Just 4 to shoot. Denver needs to get off a shot. Millsap misses. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here is McGee. And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Mavericks leading by 7. 1:21 left in the first. Now here's Brunson. Inside, Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Floats it up for Millsap. That shot missing.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Harrison. Gordon kicks to Harrison. Hardaway against Gordon. To the middle to end the run. And the layup good by McGee.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dallas needs to get off a shot, and Hardaway gets it to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And here's Porter. And so it's Dallas ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Jalen Brunson. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Burke in at the two-guard position. Back to Porter. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Right wing. Cauley-Stein with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's McGee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Here's Doncic. He's got 6. Richardson outside. Over Gordon. Richardson, no luck. The Nuggets trail by 5. And it's Gordon penetrating. And it's Gordon with the finish.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
The Nuggets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Jokic against Marjanovic. Rivers passes to Jokic. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Green against Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Fires the 3. But they'll get another chance. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Over Rivers. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Only given up 2 points this quarter. And Jokic slams it in.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target. You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
We've got 1:08 left here in the second. It's stolen by Marjanovic. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The drive by Green. Back to Jokic. The pass to Gordon. Fires from deep. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Banked in off the glass. And now a 5-point Dallas lead.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Porzingis with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Doncic left side. Outside Hardaway. The dunk.
So some operation right there out of the pick and roll, and Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It was all about Dallas as the game got going. Some major league offense and that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Rivers, and it's JaMychal Green.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Rivers passes to Millsap, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Rivers kicks to Jokic. No good off the back of the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Redick. Again, the Mavericks score.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Millsap's against Powell. Tries from 10. Millsap misses. Mavericks leading by 9. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Well, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Millsap kicks to Green. Back to Millsap. That one wide left.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Brunson scanning the floor. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Green dishes to Rivers. Back to Green. Pass to Millsap. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Brunson.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
From 17 feet out, Denver grabs the miss.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Cauley Stein finds Brunson. Count that one. Brunson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Millsap passes to Green. He wants to get the Millsap and does. No good on that one.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Pass to Harrison. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Redick with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 13. Here's Powell. Finished off the break. Powell's got 6.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Outside, Green. Back to Harrison. Outside, Green. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Here's Harrison. A three-pointer off the mark. Jokic with the steal. Count it. Good. He's got 6.
Yeah, Jokic did a nice job positioning himself down in the paint. Usually he's at the top of the key, but this time knew where he wanted to get the ball. Shot it on the inside and scored.
And so it's Dallas. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at center. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Now Doncic kicks to Richardson. Six to shoot. Fires at the elbow. Yes, that goes in. Richardson's got his first bucket in this one.
Richardson getting up on that shot there. Solid at elevating over the top of the defense, especially deep inside.
Outside, Porter. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Chanjar's checked in. Campazzo, headed by Porzingis. McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Doncic against Porter. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Offensive rebound. Out to Doncic. Poked away to the left side wing. He dishes it to Hardaway. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Out to Doncic. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 11. Outside, Porter. Inside, Chanchar, the pass to Porter. Here's Chanchar. Here's Gordon, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
Good on both. Mavericks leading by 9. Doncic dishes to Richardson. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Now, here's Doncic. Can't hit from 12. To the paint. Here's McGee. Campazzo tries yet again. Missed it, even after all those chances. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Up top, Doncic, guarded by Green. And the call on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Dallas. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. It's deflected. Outside Gordon. Lets it go from deep. And it's Jokic missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's in it.
Doncic with the bucket.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Dallas.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And so it's Dallas with it. It's a 10-point game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Back to Marjanovic. It's stolen by Green.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for